Yellow flag.
Ooh! Dude!
Incident clear. Back car left. Clear left. Push now. The guy behind is catching.
God's sake, man. Yeah, well, that's basically my experience
Car
with
left. Clear left.
ACC.
Ignore the aero
unfortunately, at the
damage.
moment.
It's nothing.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So we've obviously had 2 weeks off, or probably just a bit over that. Mixture of things. I had COVID, so I was a bit ill with that. Then everyone else in my house had COVID, so it's a bit of a nightmare. And after that, once that sort of basically took a week to blow over, I just thought I don't mind actually having a bit of a break from sim racing. Pretty much since I've done the channel, I've been doing every night really for the last 3 months. And not to say I wasn't enjoying it, but I just think it's always good just to have a little bit of a break. Makes you appreciate it and miss it a bit. And yeah, the fact I did miss it is good. So yeah, for my first race back, I decided to jump right in and do an LFM race. And we're at Zandvoort today, which I haven't done since I actually got my license for LFM. Obviously, that was a license test at the time. I don't know what the track is now. So I was really quick around here. Well, quick enough to get a decent time. I think a 1:36. That pace seems to have gone. I think we're about 2 seconds down on that on average. But yeah, it was a good race. I really enjoyed it. It was a good friendly race like you typically expect from LFM. It was a slight incident, but I'll explain that later. It turned out to be totally innocent, and the guy apologised. So that's what you can ask for, really. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, guys. Let's jump right to the grid and see how we got on. Right, here we go then. So, qualified 11th, which actually isn't too bad given I've not done any racing whatsoever.
Follow car number 03 in the right column.
So yeah, this could be interesting.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Oh man, I forgot how chaotic ACC starts were with cars going through each other. I'm actually quite nervous. My last couple of races in ACC, or LFM should I say, haven't exactly been incident free. So turn one could be it could be a bit interesting here.
Green, green, green. Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Wow, okay.
Left side. Clear left.
Well, that's slightly better than I thought it would be. I don't know if we've lost positions there. Unlike the last 2 races I've done in LFM, where the overlays haven't been working, so I've had to use the in-game ones, so they've not exactly been positioned well. Hopefully you can actually see some useful information now.
Okay, Toby. Decent start. We can build something from here.
I do like Zandvoort. I never used to. I always found it quite a tedious track. But because the license test was Zandvoort, I had to do it a hell of a lot. I basically farmed, oh dear, what's going on there? I farmed all my safety rating on this track, and then countless practice sessions trying to get that 1:37 average. So yeah, you'll have to forgive me if you're watching this thinking, man, this guy does not know how to drive. It's 2 weeks worth of sim racing rust to come off. And we're going to do our best. Woohoo! Oh dear. Wow. Okay. I haven't really had a chance to look yet at tyres. I'm assuming we've got some temperature in them, but they don't feel brilliant yet. Oh, okay. They're actually all good, so it's me. The weird thing about this setup actually, it's another Coach Dave setup. It feels really good to drive, but brake ducts are really, really far open, so by the time you get to the end of the lap, your brakes are really cold. That's one thing that I've noticed about it. Oh wow, that was very close. That BMW nearly got taken out. I don't know what I was hoping to happen there. I was a bit stupid trying to trick him into thinking I was going to go for the inside, but you're awfully quiet, Jim. What position are we? We're 11th. Oh, so we're basically where we were then.
Well done, mate. That's not best.
Oh, we've got a nice little gap behind us now. I don't know what happened there.
Your right sides are cold.
Oh. Are they? I don't know what the graphics is, Jim. Oh, far too late into that. Still very bunched up ahead of us, so plenty of us to hang on to at the moment. I never really know what to do with that corner, to drop down to first or try and stay in second, but you might notice me sort of change my mind back and forth.
The leader has just done it.
Figure it out.
136. Went 6-0. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.4. Okay, Toby, come on, stay focused.
I will,
Apexes
Jim.
and exits. Apexes and exits. That's 20 minutes to go. That's your best lap in the session.
That's not fast as that.
Oh! Oh dear, I was too busy watching ahead of me then. Very nearly missed that. Well, I did miss that braking point, but that could have been so much worse. Oh, that's not what you want to do, Toby, no.
There's a stop bar ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
That corner there is lethal. If you hit that curb, whether you've perfected your braking point and got down to speed or not, if you hit that curb, well, you saw what happened then. I was lucky then that I actually managed to keep on track. Normally, if you hit that curb, it sends you off into a bit of a spin, but got away with it that time. Had to put the car behind me though into touching distance. I'm pleased with my drive so far. I was expecting a lot of mistakes given this is basically hopped right into this race, signed up 15 minutes before. And qualifying basically was my practice. We did about 4 or 5 laps, I think. This McLaren looks like it's got some pace. Oh!
There's a slow bar ahead.
Car right.
Clear on the right.
Clear right.
Take a freebie.
Losing time to the car in front. Second.
P9.
Oh. Twice now I've messed that corner up. But again, we've hit that curb and it's messed us up for
Car left.
Yeah.
Still there.
Clear on the left.
We had
Clear
a good
left.
first few laps now, but the mistakes start to creep in. Just when I said I'm surprised by how consistent we've been. I also apologise if I'm making all kinds of faces. I noticed when I was qualifying that I'm concentrating a lot for this track. Oh, Toby, come on. That McLaren's really going to be pushing us in a minute. It's already half a second behind us. Ooh, back end was a bit loose there. Right, so
The gap to
into the
Bishkov
top 10.
behind is now 1.3.
That's a bit better. Not perfect, but we'll take it over improvement. Let's maybe stop touching that bloody curb.
Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear.
One thing I don't get about ACC as opposed to iRacing is whenever it says yellow flag, because it doesn't just tell you about the sector directly ahead of you, it's really confusing because it will say for like say a sector ahead or behind you, but it doesn't often say that. It will just say yellow flag, so you're expecting something ahead of you. And it can make it quite tricky to sort of drive safely because sometimes you're like, well, I don't want to slow down because it's probably not in my sector, but then one time you do that, it will probably bite you in the ass. Yeah, apologies if I'm waffling there, I'm trying to concentrate and talk at the same time. Not my strongest point. So while messing with the overlays, it appears I turned off the some of the session info that tells you how long's left.
Okay, Toby, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Keep digging.
Right on time there, Jim.
You've just done a 1:38.39. The gap in front is now
So I
2.6.
lose McLaren for a bit. I put a lot of space between us on that last sector going into turn one, and then I lose it all throughout the rest of the lap. So it's a bit of a... You can't really get close enough to me to overtake, and then when I pull away from him, I'm not able to capitalise on that because I'm losing time for the rest of the lap. So yeah, neither of us can really sort of get rid of each other at the moment. There are so many cars in that little group behind us, though. It is helping us a lot. I can imagine all the battling going on there. Apologies if the in-game audio is a bit quiet as well.
Between the lines.
See, last video I was basically shouting at you all because the volume was so loud, so I've turned it down, but I think even to me it's a bit quiet, so yeah, for you it might be even worse. So leave a comment down below if it is a bit quiet, and I obviously can correct that next time. It's really weird though, the audio options for ACC, like the master volume's on 15% now, and anything you know, down to about 50% seems to make no difference, but as soon as you go below that, it drops off quite spectacularly, so it doesn't seem to be able to fine-tune it as much as I'd like.
Alright, Toby, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel.
Alright, I'm really making mistakes now. Oh, it's not McLaren anymore, it's supposed to be BMW.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
Well, he's more patient than most because he hasn't started flashing his lights yet, so... I'm moving around in my seat a lot. I think one thing I need to do soon is upgrade my seat because it's just not very comfortable anymore. And I am sort of constantly adjusting in it, so at that time.
On your right.
Clear on the right.
Hold your line.
That's my
Right
bad,
side's
that's my
clear.
bad. I'm gonna let him go.
Car right.
Clear on the right.
Clear right.
It's not like
Right
I've done that
side.
situation, obviously one side's on the grass.
Still there.
Alright, he's having a go as well, is he?
Clear right.
Good job I lifted off. Good job I lifted off. Kind of saw that coming. He's entitled to do that though. As soon as I let off the other guy, left the door wide open for him. Oh, he's
Left
having a
side.
go
Car
now.
on the left.
Still there.
Really close the
Clear on the
door.
left.
He's still there. He's still there.
This could be interesting.
Car on the left.
Still there.
Clear on the left.
Clear left.
Fair play to him. He could have
Car
really.
left. He's still there.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. Car left. Clear
Good
left.
racing, man. Good racing.
The guy in front is Martins.
Good racing, dude.
Okay, Toby.
Both
10
gave
minutes
each
to
other
go.
space.
That's 10 minutes left.
He got the job done, but you know, it's good racing.
B12. Car left. Clear left.
Wasn't sure what he's going to do then. I thought he was going to shut the door on me quite quickly, but no. Right, we're in danger of our race unravelling a bit here. We've gone from having a nice easy go of it with not much of a challenge to losing 2
The gap
positions
behind is now
and
0.5.
potentially losing more. Actually, no, we've lost 3, haven't we? So yeah, we need to be careful here.
Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag.
So if you see what I mean earlier about brake ducts, so my rear brakes are already cold. Once we get onto the main straight, after the bank corner, they're basically freezing, so... Oh, dude, no.
On your left.
Car on the left.
Still there. Clear left.
Oh, I had to really take a difficult line there. He's probably going to have me here. Yeah.
Car right. Right side's clear. Okay, Toby.
Oh,
Gone out
dear.
of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Come on, don't let him get away. 13th place.
Having to take that defensive line just
You've got
completely
half your
threw me
fuel
off.
left.
And I wasn't able to go flat out despite trying. Oh dear. Toby versus Tobias now. He's there. We're doing 13th. Oh. Oh, come on. Definitely hard to take that corner now. I'd be surprised
That was
if tyres are an issue now.
1:39.74. Sector 1 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.29 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The guy behind's catching. The gap's now
I know, Jim, I
0.7.
can see. We're just about sticking with the guys in front. I think we are hoping for a mistake from them though. How long's left? Probably about 8 minutes, or how did it say? Oh, okay, 6 minutes. I tell you, I bloody love racing. Oh, not second was not the one there, Toby. Yeah, Race Lab's just so good, man. $3.99 or whatever it is a month, just so worth it. Especially now it works properly at ACC. I couldn't ever get it working before, up until like 3 or 4 versions ago, but now. Spot on.
Alright Toby, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Nice and smooth with that throttle, keep it balanced. You're reeling, Martins in. The gap is now 0.8. That's your quickest lap in this session.
What is my quickest lap? 1:38. Oh, that's not good. I think my personal best around Zandvoort is a 1:36 something. The license test, for those who didn't do it on Zandvoort or haven't done their license yet, I think the license time was a 1:37.9 average you had to get over 7 laps. I think I managed a 1:37.2. That's a really good lap. So I had like a few in the 1:36s, and then yeah, I was just really struggling with that. And I think I did a couple of 1:38s, so obviously brought my average right up. So Tobias is the only other Mercedes that I've seen. So it must be a Toby Tobias thing. Oh, he's getting close now. Dude. Oh, he's going to ram me then.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Car on the left, clear on the left.
Yellow flag.
Ooh. Dude.
Incident clear. Back car left. Clear left. Push now. The guy behind is catching.
God's sake, man. Yeah, well, that's basically my experience
Car
with
left, clear left.
ACC.
Ignore the aero
unfortunately, at the
damage.
moment.
It's nothing.
That's 3 times, or 3 races in a row, where I just had some guy absolutely shunt me from behind. So annoying, man. I'll have a look at the replay after that, or after the race, but I don't think I did anything wrong there. Obviously, I had to take a slightly different line because I was trying to avoid that car. trying to work out where he was going. Right, we lost a place, but we also gained one from overtaking that car that had gone off. So yeah.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Don't know if we're going to lost any top end.
Okay, Toby, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Okay, so definitely put too much fuel in. I normally, as a baseline, stick 50 litres in, and then obviously work out how much I can drop it by then, or by the next race.
14th.
Oh, it looks like actually that guy that went off originally is back ahead of us. So we obviously got off long enough to let him recover, which is annoying. So we did lose a place. 2 places. Maybe come on, not now.
Leaders on final lap.
Right, we just need to get through this lap. I really don't want Tobias behind me for this last lap. Because we know he loves a send. Thought you'd see me as his Mercedes buddy and leave me alone, but maybe he wants to be the only Mercedes. Right, so 1.3.
Last lap.
If we can get through the first sector, we should be good. Well, we had up until that point, and since, we've had a clean race in terms of off tracks and incidents, so it's a shame that one ruined an otherwise clean race, but slightly concerned it's becoming a regular thing now.
Leader has finished the race.
Another lap we might have got this car in front, but obviously left it too late. Oh, it's a good race, to be honest. Other than that incident, I really enjoyed that one. You know, as I say, I had 2 weeks off.
13. That's the end of the race. Never mind.
Bring the car back.
Had 2 weeks off, so it could have been a lot worse. I was expecting just to be all kinds of rusty and just barely able to put a lap together. So with that said, yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm glad I started with ACC though, as opposed to iRacing. I always just find iRacing slightly more forgiving, or sorry, LFM slightly more forgiving. Right. No, it's good. Anyway, I will see you back in a minute with the results. So yeah, there you have it, guys. So our first race back in probably just over 2 weeks, and yeah, it was a pretty eventful one in the end, I guess. It started looking like it was going to be fairly sort of calm and relaxed, but I think towards that sort of middle part of the race, we started making a few mistakes. invited the people behind us to come back into the race, and then from there, yeah, we gave ourselves some hard work to do, but it made for an eventful race, and yeah, it was all right. I enjoyed it. You know, I don't think I've ever done an LFM race and not enjoyed it. You know, it's starting to get a bit annoying now, these incidents with the people shunting me. But that said, straight after the race, like the last one, when the guy messaged me and apologised straight away, the guy did message me again straight away just to say, look, sorry, man. He said he had a bad internet connection and he didn't see me until it was too late because he was lagging a bit. So fair enough, you know, annoying he had that internet connection, but he couldn't help that. And, you know, it wasn't malicious, which is the main thing, because that's what worries me, is if that starts happening regularly and it's, you know, people just getting annoyed that they're stuck behind someone or just dirty drivers, and that would be the worrying thing. But it seems that although it does happen in FM, it's normally, you know, an innocent mistake and people are quick to apologise, which doesn't happen in iRacing. Anyway, so we finished 14th. As you can see, we lost 5 elo, which for 14th isn't that bad, actually. I can't remember. Yeah, so looking at that, we weren't the highest car in the split anyway, so I guess it makes sense we didn't lose too much, but it could have been a lot worse finishing 14th. So to only lose 5, I'm pleased with that. Gained safety rating. Probably would have gained a fair bit more if it wasn't for that shunt, because obviously no fault incident like iRacing, both people get the blame. So if it wasn't for that, we'd probably gain a bit more, but 0.11 to gain is always welcome. So yeah, I'm pleased with that, guys. Now I'm back and done this race. I think now I've got back into the whole thing of setting a room up and get back in the rig. I've definitely realised I've missed it a lot more than I thought. So it's going to be regular content. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Weirdly enough, although I haven't been in a rig, when I have loaded up iRacing and just looked at the schedule, there's not really been that many races that have actually appealed to me that much. I did download the W12, so I'm going to start doing W12 like the GP series. But the GT3 races, the Mazda, Ferrari at Red Bull Ring this week, I might try and do that before Tuesday. But other than that, next week's looking a lot better. But this week and the last week have just been pretty rubbish for iRacing. But yeah, I want to do this one because obviously Zandvoort, familiar with that because of the license test, and I know I'm good at it, so I wanted to do it. Seems a bit rusty, but the pace is kind of there. Just need to get back in the habit. So I might do a few more of these offline, maybe record another one. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now. Thank you, if I could talk. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate that you haven't just got bored and thought the first sign of me disappearing for 2 weeks is an opportunity to unsubscribe. So thank you for sticking around. I say it won't happen again. You know, I just fancied a couple of weeks off, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure anyone who's watching this and does sim racing can appreciate that every now and then you just need a little break. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.